Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kal.
And I'm Ghost.
Today's topic, Mind's Eye.
All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. Wait for me! I'll cover you. All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Ghost, have you ever heard of it?
I have.
Yeah,
I'm kind of looking forward to it in a weird sort of way.
Really?
I'm kind of looking. Yeah. Why?
I don't know. Something feels off about this game. But yeah, something's not right. But before I get into that, I had no idea what this game was about. It just feels like we all of a sudden got a bunch of gameplay trailers all like 2 weeks before the game releases, and I just think it's weird because looking from gameplay trailers, I feel like this game can be a development for another 1 to 2 years. Before that, though, the developer is Build a Rocket Boy, with the game director being Leslie Benzies, who previously worked for Rockstar North and was the lead dev on GTA 3 through GTA 5, and he also was the lead developer for GTA Online as well. But he left Rockstar in 2016 and created a new company called Build a Rocket Boy. This game is also being published by IO Interactive, who also did Hitman, which I personally love that series. I know you didn't get into it that much, or I don't even think you played any of the new ones, correct?
No,
Yeah.
but I appreciate the game, though. I know enough about them. I never played them, though. Great game.
But yeah, fantastic game, great sandboxes. But they also have a 007 project that's coming up that I'm also equally excited about. This game will release June 10th on all platforms. So on Steam it says it's an action-adventure thriller set in the near-future fictional desert city of Red Rock, it featuring best-in-class cinematics, high-octane driving, and explosive combat. The cinematics look fantastic. I'm not going to lie, like they do look top-notch. It's just extremely jarring when we go from, that great cutscene and then we jump to gameplay, and I don't get that same feeling that this belongs on PlayStation 5 at this point in comparison to other titles that have come out on the system that look leagues beyond this. Have you seen recent gameplay, or I mean, you had to. You're excited about it.
I've seen recent one, but I was excited when they initially released the initial gameplay. I think it was, game reveal or whatever the big one is. Right. It looked good. I don't know. It kind of gave me Cyberpunk feel. It kind of gave me GTA feel, but I was unsure about it. And now, even with the recent gameplay, I'm hyped about it because it's something different.
That's true.
But I am unsure at this point.
I definitely want the game to do well. This is obviously a new studio that's coming around. They're trying to make a name for themselves, but I didn't realize that they had already did like at Gamescom. They had already did a reveal like 2 years ago, but they at first marketed this entity or like game called Everywhere.
What if we could build a world? What would we do if we could start again? What would we create?
And they marketed it as a game creation tool, which looks like when you look at the what they showed at Gamescom, which wasn't really much, you just had to base it off of what you saw. It looks like something similar to Metaverse or Roblox, where you have your character, and the characters look really similar to Fortnite a little bit because of the cartoon nature of them. But they were really harping on being able to create your own spaces, creating spaces to hang out with your friends, and just create all different types of games for other players to engage in. On top of that, having games like Mind's Eye within this world as well, and they consider Mind's Eye to be a quote-unquote premium experience. I don't know, because from what I can see on the gameplay, it looks like you can walk around in kind of like his office. I don't know what area he was, but it looks like you can walk through a portal in his office and it automatically takes you into an experience. So I don't know how any of that's going to work. They also had a gameplay trailer showing you a little bit more of what Everywhere it consists of. At the end, they said, we have an alpha that you can sign up for at everywhere.game. But when I actually went to everywhere.game to see if I can sign up for this alpha, it just takes me to the mindseye.game website. So
that's weird.
That's my confusion. I'm like, so where is this still a part of your Everywhere project? Is this project still being developed? Because I can't find any other information on that project other than like a year ago where IGN had put a trailer up for them. So I'm already kind of concerned because I'm like, so what are we going to get at launch? It just feels, I also get a lot of like, when listening to gameplay, I don't know if you saw the same gameplay trailer I did, but when he gets out the car and like completely leaves cover and just starts shooting at people without cover. And like you have this, obviously a lot of gameplay trailers have these voiceovers trying to make the gameplay look better than it is. But I'm like, dude, he's walking out here in the middle of the street firing.
Raw dogging it.
Yeah, raw dogging it as if bullets don't hurt. I wish they had showed a little bit more, tactical gameplay of, because dude got out the car like he was just a regular Sunday morning, like bullets weren't flying
regular
past him.
Megular style.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's but that doesn't sound fun to me either, though.
Right.
Like I like the element of danger, being in a gunfight and cover and all.
Exactly.
I'm not out there to be Superman. That's not the game. I don't know. That's me.
Exactly, and I also it removes a challenge of it. It didn't seem like the gameplay was challenging at all. Now it could just be for demo purposes, but also if I were trying to showcase my game in the best possible light, I would not have done that. I would have at least got somebody to turn the difficulty up a little bit to show you the challenges that you will come up against in my game. Also, they were showcasing this stuff also like it was brand new. I'm sorry, riding around the car, high octane driving. I'm sorry, I've seen that before.
Burnout.
Burnout, like all these other driving games, GTA, Watch Dogs. It honestly looks like Watch Dogs light a little bit when he's controlling the drones and marking people.
That's ugly.
And like.
It's ugly.
And another thing, it really bothered me is when they were showcasing the way the drone reacts to enemies, and you can upgrade the drone to stun. I'm like, okay, cool, but when I'm just seeing like this little tiny beam reaching out and stunning the enemies, and then they're just it just does not look appealing. Nothing about this game. It doesn't look anything above like a 6 or a 7. Now, I could be wrong, obviously, because I haven't put hands on it, but it looks really weird to me. I don't understand. And also, just dropping all these trailers 2 weeks before release.
Yeah, there's something to always be said about why are you flooding the market right before? Right? Where are you compensating for what it is? Because that's okay. You have to try to make it shine in the best of light. I'm not mad at that. But at the same time, is that the best that you have to offer? Like, it's going to be totally not the same thing. But you ever watched a movie trailer and you get really hyped to see it, but all the best parts were in the trailer?
Yes, I cannot stand that.
So I'm wondering, is it something like that where we have to pick out the best parts of the game or what they're just showing us? And that's not, I'm not going to play that. Not for very long.
Exactly, especially when, now mind you, this game is marketed as $60. I don't know, I didn't do enough research. I'll put it up on the screen if it's $70 on PlayStation, like most games are, but it did not look like a $60 experience. There was nothing in that game that compelled me to want to play it. There was nothing unique about it. Everything I've seen, I've already done before. Now, the only thing that is definitely different is the narrative, but also I love movies, so I'm always going to be trying to predict what's coming around the corner. I can't help but do that. But that's literally the only thing that can interest me at this point is the story, and just slogging through this mission is just so I can get to the next high class or whatever next class cinematic to look at.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't want to. I just feel like I always poo-poo on games, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
But also,
I'm not trying
though,
to come across as negative. I'm just curious.
Well, no, it's just I'm curious the way the gameplay is going to be, and just looking at upcoming titles that are going to drop right around this time, right? So, sure, let's just say best case scenario, the games are okay, above average, right?
Right.
You're still going to have to contest with Elden Ring Night Rain that's coming out literally in a couple of days. And then you have Destiny. They do have something coming out, but they have Death Stranding that's coming out literally 2 weeks after.
Right.
I mean, that's not even taking into account, and just because I'm kind of playing a lot of it right now, Call of Duty's new season's coming out in like a couple of days. Division just dropped a whole brand new DLC. Like Expedition 33 is still riding high. Like, there's a lot of other things that are coming around the bend that you're dropping. It needs to come off without a hitch.
Exactly. Because if it has anything in it, you're going to get shredded, because people are like, why would I play this when I have Watch Dogs or GTA or anything else? Like, what is the point of me playing this other than for the narrative? God forbid the narrative is crap too.
Well, even what we were talking before we jumped on here, there's a queue for 4,500 people to play the new Division DLC today.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's for a DLC.
And then you already know how. Yep, that's wild. On top of that, but then you got to think just the Elden Ring player base that's out there. Like, you're trying to capture something on a 6.5 out of 10. That's going to be tough. Like, you got to do something that's different. But like you said, what's going to make me want to go play that versus you and I jumping on and just screwing around on GTA?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Other than upgraded graphics. Okay, cool.
Right. I am cautiously optimistic because this guy, because of his reputation, at Rockstar, you should always encourage people to create their own studios and make new things.
Absolutely.
I'm just suspicious. That's it. That's all. Yeah.
I might need to have our own emergency meeting.
Definitely. But I just can't see myself. They haven't given me enough to make me want to spend $60. It honestly looks more like a $40 project, not a $60 project. I'm just going off what I see in gameplay.
I think for me, and this is coming really left field, because I am not the kind of single player-ish type thing. Changed a lot of my gaming perspective here recently, but like when you look at a game that's $60, $70, we paid in essence $25 a piece and played Split Fiction.
Right.
And that game was absolutely freaking amazing.
Absolutely. 10 out of 10.
So maybe I'm just more critical of things now where I've seen, or we have gotten hundreds of hours out of games that have not cost the same amount, which I just find to be interesting.
Exactly. But I don't have anything else to say. That's really the stuff I wanted to touch on. Also, just one more thing is I also found out that will be I don't know if they're going to continue this, but their plan is to have this game be an episodic game. They're going to be jumping from different timelines and within the universe. And I'm like, okay, so you're trying to go like down the Assassin's Creed route and try to like blend all this stuff together. If you're going to go that route, then this first game needs to come off really good. I need this game to have a lot of hidden stuff that I did not see in the trailer. I'm just not paying $60 for it up front. I'm sorry. I need to find a discount.
You know what? I honestly hope it comes out and it's a banger, because we kind of in a drought.
Right. But this year has been full of bangers. I ain't gonna lie. I have played some really good games this year. I cannot complain about this year whatsoever. Even though GTA got pushed back, I'm still having a fantastic time. Death Stranding's coming out.
I'm glad GTA got pushed back, because it was just going to screw everything else up.
Right. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else you wanted to add?
Nope, I'm good, man. I just hope it comes out and it does well because we need another good developer out there.
Absolutely. Let us know in the comments what you think. I really want to know you guys' thoughts on the matter. And above all else, just make sure you like and you subscribe so you never miss a video. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.